Okay, so here we go. This is the first episode of the show that I don't really know the name of quite yet. And we will be talking about the possibility of Jay Cutler becoming a New York Jet. My beloved Jets are about to possibly sign what I'm crossing my fingers to be a bridge quarterback. I can't see it being anything more. Don't let the media spin it. I always said to my friend that I talk about football, we look at what is the ideal quarterback situation for the Jets. I'm thinking 2015 Fitzpatrick, obviously, with some upside. Fitzpatrick really couldn't do the deep ball. Sometimes he was a little inaccurate, and by a little I mean, and we're going more towards let's just push the needle a bit. Let's have some upside. Why don't you surprise me with something? Jay Cutler brings a lot of junk to New York, obviously. There's motivation questions, things like that. But my question for this guy is, are you willing to be a bridge quarterback? See, I have to look at it from the long-term perspective, which many of these journalists that will say, oh, the Jets need a short-term bridge quarterback, will immediately turn the tables. They have no loyalty. The savages. They'll turn the table and they'll say, it's a circus, meh. Here's the thing. It's about headlines. It's about getting reads. Jay Cutler, I think that he's the one monster under your bed that your parents warned you about, or that guy that you told your daughter you shouldn't date because the man just can't commit. So I think that we can look at him as a bridge guy, best case scenario. And I'm trying to be optimistic here. I'm a very optimistic, if not apologetic, Jets fan. I often find myself having to be. Like I said, narratives are huge when it comes to the Jets. You'll see what I mean in the future when we talk about it. But Jay Cutler, man's got an arm. And that's true. You can't. I'm not trying to talk myself into this. What is going on here? Get me Trevor Siemian right now, please. I've seen a couple of highlight tapes of him. He can play, but I still want Trevor Siemian because the guy's got some upside. Kind of like I like Glennon. Glennon was kind of like my ideal kind of like, hey, look at this free agency. We've got some guys who are veterans with youth and some upside. This is the most interesting veteran class of quarterbacks I've seen in a long time. So yeah, those guys quickly went off the board because, the world is against the Jets or something. And, every now and then the Lord has to remind me that he's the most important thing in my life and shouldn't be the Jets. And whenever that, seems to become a challenge, he's got to slap me with some terrible news. And I've been a very good boy, Jesus. So please, Jets, do not sign Jay Cutler. I'll have a reaction tape when everything goes down later on. This is the show with no name. Goodbye. Remember me fondly.